Good morning to you, Senator. We'll discuss the federal government shutdown in just a moment. But first, I want to ask you about Trump's major Asia tour, securing billions of dollars in investment, deals done with China, Japan, South Korea, Malaysia. What's your biggest takeaway from his 6-day trip and what was accomplished?
Well, my biggest takeaway is the biggest industry in North Carolina was affected by this, and that's agriculture. For us, it's $110, $112 billion. We've got the Chinese now buying soybeans. They had really put the squeeze on North Carolina farmers. Not just that, but also tobacco. So I haven't heard the readout on that, but that was our top concern. And also, we've lost, like so many states have lost lives to fentanyl, and the fact that Trump is cracking down on that is great news. I look forward to seeing the details.
Yeah,
Senator, I want to turn now to the federal government shutdown, day 30. Here is Senate Minority Leader, and his take now, it's just laughable. Take a listen.
So Trump is weaponizing hunger. He's turning millions of children and seniors and veterans into political pawns. He's choosing politics over people, cruelty over compassion.
The president is weaponizing hunger. I mean, I remember just a few years ago when Democrats screamed bloody murder because the president shifted money to build the wall. They claimed Congress has the power of the purse. You can't do it. Now they want him to shift money in a way they called unconstitutional. What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, the folks back home in North Carolina and around the country and the folks that come through our office in Washington, D.C., they get that this is the Schumer shutdown. Traditionally, 2018, before that, 2013, they've blamed Republicans for this. But folks out there that aren't even political, they get that this is a Schumer shutdown. And this is about COVID-era subsidies. We've been out of COVID for years, and it's over a small percentage. And let's realize this is the root of this is the so-called Affordable Care Act. And if you're having to subsidize the Affordable Care Act, it means it never was affordable to begin with. Democrats, they broke health care, then they propped it up with subsidies, and then they set these deadlines. So this is a problem that they need to fix. We've voted 12 times to open the government, and now it's their turn. We're waiting on them. President Trump is doing whatever he can to move money around to pay our troops and help people and the women, infant, children, and SNAP programs. And now it's up to Chuck Schumer. This takes 60 votes. We've got 3 Democrats that have already joined us. We need 5 more. And if we do that, we can get the government back open and start these negotiations.
And in the last hour, we spoke with Senator James Lankford, and he said everyone is frustrated, especially on the Republican side. And that really includes Senate Majority Leader John Thune. And he absolutely laid into Democrats in the Senate yesterday, making it clear that people's livelihoods are at stake. Take a listen to this.
Shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times. This isn't a political game. These are real people's lives that we're talking about. And you all have just figured out, 29 days in, that, there might be some consequences.
Yeah, quite the speech there. What do you make of that?
Well, we've got the Women, Infant, Children program that's running out of money starting this weekend. We'll see what happens Saturday to Monday. We need them to come on board and open the government. Again, 13, 12 times that we've already voted to do this. And Chuck Schumer has completely forbidden his members. We're pretty independent, but he has locked his members down and said, don't vote for this. But 3 have already come over and joined us. So we've got the reasonable position here. Just a few feet off camera, we've got Capitol Police. Those folks that are traveling around the country are using air traffic controllers that aren't being paid. You've got folks at the border that aren't being paid. I mean, these are people that just get up like the rest of us. They go to work every day. They aren't typically political. And the fact that Chuck Schumer is holding back their paychecks is absolutely unthinkable.
Yeah, hey, real quick before we go, Senator, I'd like to go back to China and talk about a bill you've introduced, the Combating the Persecution of Religious Groups in China Act. I mean, you said we must stand for religious freedom, sanction communist Chinese leaders and officials that target Christians and other minorities. I mean, can you tell us what this fight is about for you?
Absolutely. We've seen the worst crackdown since 2018 in China on religious individuals that aren't under the registered religions, if they're religious minorities, perhaps up to life in prison, death, torture. It's unbelievable what these folks have been subject to. So if China wants to exert its influence on the world stage, we're going to actually go after and sanction not the country, but the individuals that are doing these persecutions on the religious minorities. So we want to hold them accountable and make them subject to these sanctions. And we give essentially more tools to the State Department in order to be able to do this. Marco Rubio has been great. I agree with President Trump. He's probably one of the best secretaries of state that we've ever had in our country. I think he's doing a great job, and we want to give him some more tools to be able to hold China and the individuals in China that are doing this accountable.
Yep, seems like something that's really needed. All right, North Carolina Senator Ted Budd, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.